Ladies and gentlemen, today is the day you stop waiting, stop wishing, and start creating your breakthrough fast. Not next year, not next month, not even next week, right now. Because your breakthrough isn't something you find, it's something you decide. The first and most powerful step to achieving your breakthrough is to raise your standards. Everything in life, your success, your happiness, your finances, your relationships, comes down to what you are willing to accept. If you continue to tolerate average results, that's exactly what you will get. But the moment you decide that you will no longer accept anything less than extraordinary, everything changes. Your standards determine your reality. To think about it, every great leader, every successful entrepreneur, every game changer in history started with one defining moment. The moment they said enough. The moment they refused to accept mediocrity. The moment they set a new standard for themselves and never looked back. The quality of your life is a direct reflection of the standards you set. And if you're not where you want to be, it's because your standards are too low. Some people say they want to be successful, but they don't demand it of themselves. There's a difference between wanting something and making it your absolute must. When something is a must, you find a way, no matter what. If you only want it, you'll find excuses when things get tough. That's why people stay stuck. They say they want change, but their standards remain the same. Think about an area of your life where you're excelling. Maybe it's your health, your career, or your relationships. The reason you're succeeding there isn't luck. It's because you have rules for yourself that you don't break. If you're in great shape, it's because you've made exercise and nutrition non-negotiables. If you're successful in business, it's because you refuse to settle for less than your best work. The same principle applies to every area of life. The key is to recognize where you've been accepting less than you deserve and to make a decision right now to change it. Not tomorrow, not next week, right now. Decide that from this moment forward, you will hold yourself to a higher standard. Decide that you will no longer accept excuses, limitations, or the old patterns that have kept you stuck. When you raise your standards, you don't just hope for change. You demand it, and you back it up with action. The moment you make that shift, your breakthrough begins. Your emotional state controls every decision you make, every action you take, and ultimately the results you create in your life. Most people believe that their emotions are random or dictated by their circumstances, but that's not true. Your state is something you can control in an instant. And when you learn to master it, you gain the power to shift your life on demand. Everything you do comes from the way you feel in the moment. If you feel tired, frustrated, or overwhelmed, your actions will reflect that. You'll procrastinate, hesitate, or settle for less than your best. But if you feel powerful, confident, and driven, you'll attack challenges head-on, push past obstacles, and take bold action. The difference isn't the situation, it's the state you bring to it. The key to creating a breakthrough is learning to shift into a peak state instantly, rather than waiting for external circumstances to change. Your physiology plays a huge role in this. The way you move, breathe, and carry yourself directly affects your emotions. Stand up tall, breathe deeply, move with energy, and your state shifts automatically. Look at top performers. Athletes, leaders, entrepreneurs. They don't walk around sluggishly with their shoulders slumped. They carry themselves with energy, purpose, and intensity. You must do the same. The fastest way to change how you feel is to change how you move. Focus is another key. Whatever you focus on, you feel. If you focus on problems, limitations, and fears, your state will reflect that. If you focus on solutions, possibilities, and what you can control, your energy and mindset shift immediately. Training yourself to direct your focus is one of the most powerful tools you have to take charge of your emotions and create unstoppable momentum in your life. Most people spend their lives waiting for the right time, the perfect plan, the ideal circumstances. But the truth is, nothing changes until you take massive action. Action is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. The biggest mistake people make is overthinking, analyzing every detail, and waiting for certainty before they move. But clarity doesn't come from thought alone. It comes from engagement, from stepping into the unknown and learning as you go. Every breakthrough in life begins with a decision, followed by immediate, relentless action. It's not enough to just hope for change. Hope is weak. You need a sense of urgency. a willingness to step forward even when you don't have all the answers. The people who achieve the fastest results are the ones who take action before they feel ready. They don't wait for confidence. They build confidence by doing. Every step forward, every small win, every challenge overcome reinforces the belief that they are capable of more. Fear and doubt lose their power when you take action. When you hesitate, when you second guess yourself, your mind fills with uncertainty, and that uncertainty paralyzes you. But the moment you move, whether it's making the call, signing up for the class, launching the project, you shift from fear to momentum. The energy you create by taking that first step fuels the next and the next, until you find yourself in a completely different place than where you started. Massive action means pushing beyond your comfort zone. It means doing what most people won't so you can achieve what most people never will. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. It's about doing more, faster, and adjusting along the way rather than waiting for the stars to align. Success is not a mystery, it leaves clues. There are people who have already achieved what you want, who have already walked the path, made the mistakes, and discovered the strategies that work. The fastest way to accelerate your results is to find those people and model them. Instead of spending years figuring everything out on your own, you can leverage the knowledge, habits, and mindset of those who have already succeeded. Too many people try to reinvent the wheel. They struggle, they guess, they hope, but they don't look for a proven roadmap. The most successful people in the world don't waste time on trial and error. They find a model and adapt it, whether it's in business, health, relationships, or personal growth. The key to rapid progress is identifying who has already mastered what you want and studying their approach. How do they think? What do they do daily? What strategies do they use? These are the questions that unlock faster results. Modeling success is not about copying. It's about extracting the principles that drive results and applying them in your own way. If someone has built a thriving business, there's a formula behind it. If someone has achieved peak physical fitness, there's a routine and a mindset behind it. Success is never random. It follows patterns, and those patterns can be learned. The more you immerse yourself in the habits, environments, and strategies of high achievers, the faster you transform your own life. The key is to be intentional about who you learn from. Many people take advice from those who haven't accomplished what they aspire to. They listen to friends, family, or critics who have never walked the path they're trying to walk. If you want extraordinary results, you must learn from those who have already created them. Find mentors, read biographies, study interviews, attend events, and surround yourself with people who challenge and elevate you. The fastest growth happens when you immerse yourself in an environment that forces you to level up. In every area of life, success is predictable when you follow a proven blueprint. There is always someone who has already done what you want to do. Their experience, their mistakes, their lessons. They are all available to you if you're willing to seek them out. Instead of struggling through unnecessary failures, you can borrow from their wisdom and compress decades of learning into months. When you leave yourself an escape route, you give yourself permission to quit when things get hard. The people who create massive breakthroughs in their lives are the ones who remove all options except success. They commit fully with no hesitation, no backup plan, no safety net. They burn the boats, making it impossible to turn back because they know that only total commitment forces them to rise to the challenge. When you have a way out, your brain will take it the moment you feel discomfort. It's human nature to seek the easy path, to retreat when things become uncertain or difficult. But when failure is no longer an option, when you eliminate any possibility of retreat, you awaken a level of focus, resourcefulness, and intensity you never knew you had. This is how breakthroughs happen, not by dipping a toe in the water, but by diving in with everything you've got. History is filled with stories of people who made the decision to go all in and never look back. The leaders, the visionaries, the entrepreneurs, the athletes who achieved what seemed impossible did so because they refused to entertain the idea of failure. They didn't have a plan B to fall back on. They had only one path, and that was forward. When you burn the boats, you push past limits you never thought you could overcome because there is no alternative. Committing at this level requires a shift in mindset. It means deciding that you will find a way no matter what. It means rejecting doubt, fear, and hesitation. It means showing up every day with relentless energy and determination. Most people never experience this level of commitment because they keep one foot in and one foot out. But true breakthroughs come only when you go all in. Your breakthrough doesn't come to you, it's something you create. Too many people wait for the right moment or for circumstances to align perfectly before they make their move. But the truth is, the moment you make the decision to step into your breakthrough, it starts happening. It's about making the decision to no longer accept where you are and to take control of your future. Every great achievement, every personal transformation begins with one moment. The moment you decide to take action, to move forward no matter what. The power of decision is often underestimated. People spend their lives stuck in indecision, constantly weighing pros and cons, waiting for the stars to align. But those who succeed are the ones who decide and move without hesitation. Once you make a decision, the universe, your mind, and the world around you start aligning to support that choice. You start seeing opportunities you never noticed before, and you begin to take action with confidence, knowing that the decision is already made. The decision to break through is like flipping a switch. You decide that you will no longer tolerate your current situation, that you will no longer wait for things to change on their own. You take responsibility for your own success and you start creating the conditions for it. Once you commit to this decision, you stop looking for excuses and start looking for solutions. You eliminate distractions, remove self-doubt, and set your focus on what you truly want. This moment of decision is the turning point. It's the moment you stop waiting for permission, stop looking for validation, and stop relying on others to tell you when the time is right. You make the decision now, and you back it up with action. From that moment, everything changes. You begin moving toward your breakthrough, and it begins moving toward you.